I don't know if I'm live, but I'm going to count down. Live chat is currently unavailable. Son of a bitch. Docs. Chat. Live chat is currently unavailable. What? That means I've got to start the iPad up to see your chats. That really sucks. Why is currently chat unavailable? I can't see your chat, so I'm gonna have to open this up. There we go. Chat's available now. Hey Daniel. Hey Chris. Live chat. There we go. I think I just had to start it up. Copy. Thumbs up. Trendspider. All sales here. Trendspider's having a crazy good sale. Pin message. Pin message. There we go. Now I don't have to start. I might start my iPad. Let's turn on the do not disturb. Do not disturb. Just make sure I've got everything up. We've got. Get my water out. I just ordered new headphone pads. Okay. Camera looks okay. Oh, AJ. Big head. See the light behind me? You can't see all that. That's the magic. I colorized myself so I looked like Trump yesterday. Morning, Larry. I'm just going to go into, I've got long rants, lots of charts. Let me look on, just look at Duolingo yesterday. This was up crazy. Elf was down yesterday. Soundhound up nuts. Trading Desk, I'm going to be like Jim Cramer and cry and apologize. Block was a bad quarter. But a crazy good reaction. All they have to do is talk about stable coins and stuff like that. Take Two was up. Twilio was down hard. MP Materials up. Clean Desk was Monster Beverage. This is up 10%. This is, again, the greatest return of all time, and it was up. So Instacart is up like 8%. Sezzle down hard. Kind of a, No, and Nathan, you have no idea. Honestly, this is why people hate earnings. Because it is like gambling. I view it as a little less than gambling in that you could at least have a thesis going into things, and it's not like gambling there. GCT up 11%. So I got some right yesterday. It's not Timu. I keep wanting to call it Timu, but it's TEM, the AI medical company that Nancy Pelosi invested in, up 8%. That, again, if you want to follow Nancy Pelosi, you've done really well. So, and add in the 4-hour algorithm on that one, and you've done super, super well. So we are going to talk about TEM. Expedia killed it. Oh, I do need to log into this 576522. Okay, there we go. There's got to be a better one than that. Let me see. Yeah, this is a better one. Let's just do that. We'll take this out and we'll put that in. You know what? Let me just do this. Paste. And then, where's my seat? There it is. Copy. Paste. This is how the magic happens. I have to create links. Expedia. I do want to look up Expedia because Expedia just, I mean, while while the consumer is being told that, hey, you know, I mean, this is up 15%. So let me do this. Oh, I got to do that again. I should just keep this open. Affiliate link. We're going to put that up there. Copy, paste, copy. Okay. And we're going to put this. Expedia group after TEM. And Cart killed it as well. Which they had a great line. They said grocers are actually doing in-store price matching on their platform. So people aren't, you know, morning, Sean. Morning, Meat Stick. Morning, Laura. Harold. Vacation guy. Carrie. Okay, we're just going to go up from here. Tem. We'll do Tempest. I just figured I would do the biggest movers of the day because it's Trading Desk, Twilio, Take Two. I mean, you've got skills in there, all of that stuff. SoundHound, I got right. I thought there was going to be volatility in this. I didn't think it was going to be this big, but it's up 26% in pre-market. It just was a quarter. Like, again, I brought this one up before. Even though NVIDIA backed out of their investment in this company, they have actual clients. So, I mean, you know, we'll look at, oh, I do want to look at this. Okay. So we're going to do this. We're going to do XYZ, which is block. And we're going to chart that against PayPal. Copy link. We'll do link there. Okay. And I gotta just put that one into the change. Morning, Rusty. Morning, Travis. By the way, hit the thumbs up. I can't tell how many people hit the thumbs up, so I'll look on my iPad later. But we're going to look at that. I brought up IREN yesterday, and I thought this analysis of it was interesting. So we'll look at that one versus NBIS because I'm going to kind of crime over my my sugar pops over NBIS. We have a Debbie Wasserman Schultz bought a crazy stock, and it's something you want to look into. Gold is absolutely soaring. So gold is just going nuts. Trump said he's going to put 30% tariffs on gold. The trading desk and pins were my theories yesterday. This is a good list of potential 10 baggers at $500 billion market cap or less. I mean, again, if you don't want to invest in Seeking Alpha and Alpha Picks, this may be the way to go, which is, you know, hey, just look for other kind of things in the crowd. We're going to do Fortinet versus, you know what? Maybe I should just, I'm going to bring that up. We're just going to do this Seeking Alpha, and we're going to do FTNT, because Fortinet was down 22% yesterday. And I was doing a lot of investigation, if you will. And so I want to look at their peers, which is Zscaler, CrowdStrike, and PanW, because I've held PanW for quite a lot. So I'll show you kind of what I look for in that stuff. I have literally hand-felled you a AppLovin, and it was yesterday after they released earnings. I said, you know what? I think it's going to be crazy, and it was. We'll look at AppLovin. And I missed it again. This is NBIS. It was up 18% yesterday. I said to myself I should buy on the 4-hour algorithm. I didn't. We'll go into Hood. We'll go over all of that stuff. So we're going to go over a lot of kind of talking and charts. And so it'll be a good Friday show because it's going to be a good summary of kind of things. So did your Redstone comments get blocked? Yeah, sound is one, Carrie. And I'll go into it. Just remember when I talk about monopoly in that way, that's what you're guessing with sound. Yeah, Sean is right. If there's only 3 thumbs up in this damn thing, morning, Jennifer. And excuse me, well, Jennifer, I forget there's ladies involved too. So, come on. You know, football started last night, the Colts and the Ravens. And so I'm going to start it off because, you know, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. We got a good market, by the way. It's a damn good market. It's a crazy good market. By the way, I did make a buy of a double leveraged ETF yesterday. And my Webull portfolio is closer to 14,000. So it's getting there. Yeah, and that's what you have to realize is these are companies that are currently non-profitable, that have huge costs, that that's what you're betting on. If it's not as bad as expected, you're going to see the stock react. And so earnings is just one of those things where if they lower expectations and the company does something decent, then you're going to have a good earnings reaction. Let me push this up a little bit. There we go. Oh, let me see. I'll log in. I don't know. I think it's a conspiracy theory. I have my personal account that I log in here to see. No, I'm not going to update YouTube. Let's see. Now I get an ad. It says there's 18 and 19 now that I hit it. Thumbs up with 30 people in here. So they're all bots. Morning, Wendy. They're all bots. Yeah. I like my background with that purple light back there. Okay, I'm closing that. And what I get annoyed with the live is when the commercial comes on and I don't hit skip and then it doesn't come back to the live. So, okay, let's get this show started. Good morning. It is Friday, August 8th. We got a lot to talk about. I'm going to talk. It's going to be mainly a talking episode with some charts. Not a lot of news. It's Friday. So we recap things. We go over, okay, where did we start? What's our goals? What are we looking at? Blah, blah, blah. So let's talk about the first thing. When you hear somebody say, hey, this stock is a sure thing, because I have gotten quite a bit wrong over the past couple of days. And it's earnings. So you're going to get some right. You're going to get wrong. But when you hear somebody say, hey, this is a sure thing and you should go out and buy it, don't do it. Do your own research. This is what the research is. You'll see me go through research on this. And when I go through research, do I buy everything that I suggest? No. I've always trusted my gut. And like when Hamid said, hey, my pitch on American Eagle, AEO, his pitch was great. His pitch was solid. And he's doing great. This went from 1024 up to 1261. He's doing fantastic. His hypothesis was it's an undervalued business when they sold out of those jeans. Did I go out and buy it? No. When he makes his pitch on Bumble and he says the new CEO is back and they're doing even better, and this was an overreaction to earnings, even though the 4-hour algorithm got you out with a 25% gain, he's buying. And now the question is, if this makes sense to you and it's within your risk reward tolerance, then yes, go out and do it. But I will tell you, why didn't I go out and buy either one of these, even though they are winners? I have a portfolio of stocks, okay? I manage that portfolio of stocks. Adding a new position means adding more work, because managing a portfolio of stocks is work. If you're managing a portfolio of ETFs, it's less work. If you're managing a portfolio of stocks, it's work. Think of it like this. You are the CEO of your own company, and you have to decide, am I going to buy back my own stock or am I going to pay a dividend? Paying a dividend means you're going out there and adding a new position. You're buying a different stock than you currently hold in your portfolio. Buying back your own stock is adding to a winner that you have. Doesn't mean you're going to optimize this stuff. Okay? You're never going to be optimal. I have said many times, I've pointed out Palantir. Palantir is in the core portfolio. It's a solid stock. I sold out at 25. Have I gotten back in? No. Should I have? Absolutely, I should have. But the risk reward is not there for me. I just don't see it. And adding another stock that is highly valued, that I have to worry about a 50% drawdown potentially, which I don't think is going to happen. And if it does, my ass is loading into this. But again, think of it this way. You're playing Monopoly and you're strapped with cash. You've got literally nothing, okay? But Boardwalk is still available. You think that you may hit Boardwalk. Is it better to buy houses? You've got $200. Is it better to buy houses or add a hotel to your current property? Or is it better to collect, pass go and collect $200 again, and maybe you'll hit Boardwalk on the next go around? And when you're playing Monopoly, and again, if you don't play Monopoly, this may not make sense, but think about your cash position. Because do you ever go around the board and just say, yes, I got $200 and I passed go and I'm perfectly fine? No. By the way, that if you are sitting on cash and holding bonds at a 4% yield, that's the equivalent strategy to playing Monopoly and just going around the board and collecting $200 of cash and every time you pass go and never buying a property. You're going to get smoked. So you want your money to work for you, but you want it in places that you feel comfortable. So when I say, hey, Hamid's got a great portfolio, it's going to be, he's got a fantastic portfolio. Let's refresh this one because this is Hamid's portfolio. And we'll go over total. And we'll go over the max. He is up, let's compare it to the S&P. He is up since he started this portfolio 454%. The S&P is up 51%. We talk about Alpha Picks beating out the S&P. Since its inception, the S&P is up 64%. Alpha Picks is up 193%. Hamid is doing even better. But what you have to realize is that he will have days like yesterday where he gets absolutely smoked. Absolutely smoked. I saw this comment on Spotfiy and it was that, Hamid's portfolio got smoked. You have to take it as a whole. If you're buying today, and your theory is this business is a good business, then you're going to hold through those downturns. It's about risk reward. Let's just look at Hamid's portfolio year to date. He's up 71%. 71%. That's crazy good. Now, one of my portfolios that I did for the paid newsletter subscribers is this 2025 daily stock pick beat the S&P, okay? I'm not up 71%. The reason for this portfolio was to teach paid members how I would construct a portfolio if I were buying today, okay? Year to date, it's up 9.8%. It's a much more balanced portfolio than Hamid. But I will tell you, I picked Tesla as one of the stocks in there. Tesla year to date is down. Let's see. Let's go to Tesla and look at year to date because it's not doing that well. Year to date, it's down 20%. So it's one of the stocks in that portfolio. And there's only like 7 stocks in that portfolio. It's not a big portfolio. I also picked Amazon as a big winner. And year to date, Amazon is only up 1%. So the portfolio that I built is not as optimized for growth as Hamid's is. But the goal of that portfolio was not growth. It's to beat the S&P. It's a much more balanced and realistic portfolio for me to give subscribers. And it's a mix of subscribers. Remember, there are people who subscribe to me that are conservative, who couldn't stand through, an Apple 40% downturn. And then there's the YOLO degenerates who think that I'm going to give them every triple leveraged ETF to buy and sell and make them a shit ton of money. No, I chose to do this portfolio for the paid members, and any paid member can ask me about it. Now, had I chosen Palantir instead of Amazon or Tesla, that portfolio would be doing incredible. Palantir's up 140% had I just picked Palantir. But again, it's in the core portfolio. So you're going to see better returns for more risk. This is a bull market. Understand, that's the way you have to look at stocks. Are you taking every opportunity? No. So let's talk about some that I missed. NBIS. This was up 20% yesterday on earnings. NBIS, I have given everybody here, and it was on my list of stocks to buy if it pulled back 5% or more. Did I? No. I didn't. I didn't listen to the 4-hour algorithm that got you in here at $52. Where are you trading right now? 66. In fact, my buying spree on Wednesday, this was one I was contemplating. And I said, you know what? That 52, it's already run up about 10%. The average win is 49%. I could see it going there. FYI, the average win, 49%. This one went up 40%. You could have made 40%. And it's in the 4-hour algorithm. I missed this one. Oh, and have I mentioned Robinhood? Because I said I would buy Robinhood when it went under 100. It went under 100. When did it go under 100? Right, let's see. It went under 100 right here. Friday, I think it was. Yeah, August 1st. August 1st. Went down to $99. I had a trigger on there. Did I pull it? No. Kudos to everybody that did. Kudos to everybody who bought it 109 because you're up. You're up. Anybody that bought under 100, you're trading at $111. That's a 10% move on a stock that is a quality stock that I want to own. It's an example of being in the right mindset. And I remember this specifically. Somebody pointed out while I was recording the podcast, Robinhood is under 100. I wasn't in the right mindset to actually buy it. And when I got off the podcast, I said, should I buy it? I was burned out. I'm burned out after doing this podcast. I honestly am. You have to be in the right mindset. Paid members yesterday got an alert that I bought an ETF, a leveraged ETF. The reason why I did it, I was in the right mindset. I got the alert. I set up the alert in Trendspider. And FYI, Trendspider's having a flash sale. This is how good it is. Yesterday, I got the alert. I literally just went into my Webull account, bought a couple $1,000s worth of this leveraged ETF. The Webull account today is almost near $14,000. Okay? This morning, it was at 13.9. Right now, it's at 13.873. But the reason why I did this was Trendspider. Okay? And they're having a flash sale for 2 days. How do you get Trendspider? You go over to Linktree. My link is right there. And you'll be landing on this page. I'm going to explain something to you. The reason why I tell people to get this advanced tier, okay? It's got 52 trainings per year. Okay? You can get fit. That's once a week. Once a week. Look at it this way. Trendspider is a technical trading platform, okay? It has some fundamentals in there. It has some option stuff in there. It has a lot of things in there that you can use. You can get 1 week of training per year for the next year. If you just divide that 117 by 4, it's about $29 a month that you get for four trainings. That's per training, $29. What skill can you get a one-on-one Zoom trainer that gives you the tool for free for less than $30 an hour? You can't get your house cleaned for $30 an hour. Plus, my girlfriend's a piano teacher, $70 an hour, and she doesn't give you the damn piano. FYI, this gives you the tool for free. If you think about it, just as the training session cost, the tool is free at $29 per session. That is a phenomenal deal. Do not miss out on it. Now, I steer you towards that because I know a lot of people are scared of technicals. They don't understand technicals. If it's within your budget, that's where I would steer you. But the $41 a month, remember, this was $52 a month. If you're trading enough, this comes with 1 training. I would bump you up to premium, which would get you 2 trainings. Any of these annual plans come with my 4-hour algorithm. They come with all the watch lists. They come with the scanners that I use, everything. So don't miss this sale. The sale is going on just for 2 more days. 2 days. It's a weekend flash sale. Now, we're going to talk about AAPL, but I want to point out AMD because AMD, any reaction in the market is an overreaction, okay? We saw this yesterday. Look at how the stock opened up. 166 up to 174. But can chips continue? We're seeing NVIDIA way up. That's at 180. Let's see. NVIDIA is trading right now at 181. The 4-hour algorithm on AMD still has you in, even through the earnings, the 10% downturn on earnings. It's up 80%. It has you in. Are we going for another run? I will tell you, chips are what's called cyclical. They seem very rich here. NVIDIA, with its forward-looking revenue, is still cheap. But what happens if any of these hyperscalers come in and say, you know what? We're going to pull that $100 billion that we were spending on AI. We're going to pull it back to $80 billion. Guess what's the first thing to get hit? NVIDIA, AMD, and all those chips. That will be the nail in the coffin for any of this run. So far, what you've seen on this earnings, and the reason you're seeing chips go up like this, is because they are cyclical, and all that money that they are spending on AI goes to chips. You saw with SMCI pulled back. That's data center stuff. Their guide isn't that good. And then you've got AAPL. And I said AAPL yesterday. I said, this earnings, it was a good earnings. And so if we just pull up a 5-minute chart yesterday, I was on air. And I said it was good earnings. And if you joined me live on YouTube, you saw that at 388. Okay? Was good earnings. They were good. The 4-hour algorithm, almost makes you as much as buy and hold. It wins 63% of the time with an average win of 30%. Okay? Let's go and look where the 4-hour algorithm got you in. Got you in here. We're going to pull this back. No, that's it. We're going to remove this one. Remove this segment. We're going to put in a new segment. 4-hour algorithm got you in here at 346. 346. I bought more because I bought on Wednesday as part of my Alpha Picks portfolio redo. So literally, this is a spoon-fed stock that I've given you. It's up 28%. Had you just bought it yesterday, nice 15% run there. It's a solid stock. If we go and look at it, I don't think it moved to strong buy. No, it's still a hold in the quant. But when you look at the history of this one, it's just getting over, you go 3-year history. The majority of the time, it has been a strong buy. Why is that not coming up? There we go. It has been a strong buy. And this one, when they added this back in 2024, I believe, at $82, somewhere around there, 72, I forget what the average price was on Alpha Picks. It was a strong buy, and it's still in the portfolio. Again, these are stocks that I buy because I'm buying that Alpha Picks portfolio. I'm adding to my winners. And this has been a phenomenal earnings season. One of the best in years. 63% of the S&P 500 company has beat earnings. Excluding the post-pandemic recovery, this marks the best quarter in at least 25 years. Earnings, what's driving this? Earnings is what's driving this. And it's been a great one. And the Alpha Picks portfolio, still killing it. Again, I added on Wednesday. Do I think that's going to be a great buy over the next couple of months? No, I expect a pullback here. But I'm buying not with the term of, okay, I'm going to buy, my trade yesterday in the triple leverage ETF, whatever I bought, that one, that's not a long-term buy. That's a short-term buy. Alpha Picks, it's a long-term portfolio. It's a buy on the 1st, buy on the 15th, and then sell whenever they tell you to sell. And that's the way this portfolio makes money. Again, it's an easy win. And it's a no-brainer for me. So these 32, 34 stocks, whatever they have in the portfolio, I don't think about them. I don't research them. I just do them. And then I look at the charts and I see something like AAPL, which is just taken off. The MACD is reset, the RSI reset. And I said, you know what? I'm adding to this one. So it's not a difficult strategy. And again, I give you the 4-hour algorithm, but you don't even need it. You can use your free tools for stuff like that. So go and subscribe to Alpha Picks. Now let's talk about Fortinet. This is one that I hold for my dad. I sold half of his position at like 90. It ran up to 114. Fortinet was down 22% yesterday. It's at $75. Reason? Earnings. They didn't give good guidance. Now, I've held Palo Alto Networks since 2022. I was doing a little research yesterday since 2022. I've traded CrowdStrike. I bought CrowdStrike in April in a big way. Selling at 500 most recently. I think I bought in at a little bit less than 400, sold at 500 because I saw it running. We can go and look at CrowdStrike. I think I even put it on the chart where I bought it. Let's see. I bought here when it dipped under 400. Sold here when it told me to get out. In fact, I think I sold right before earnings at like 480. I sold again when it got to 500. I trimmed it because the 4-hour algorithm got me out. Did I get back in at these? No. It never gave me confirmation that we were going up. And the valuation does make sense. And the valuation on this one makes me a little. So let's take a look. I was looking at this at the cybersecurity names: Fortinet, Zscaler, CrowdStrike, and Palo Alto. CyberArk and Checkpoint, I'm going to ignore those. Remember, CyberArk, I think, is the one that Palo Alto Networks is buying. But let's look at the 1-year returns. Fortinet's still up 7%. Zscaler is up 63%. CrowdStrike is up 84%. Palo Alto's only up 10%. Palo Alto is actually underperforming the S&P. I would have been better off in VOO. So let's take a look at some of the valuation stuff. Here's the total returns over 1 month. It hasn't been a good month for cybersecurity whatsoever. Now, over 3 months, Zscaler is actually showing a huge gain. Zscaler again, 6 months. Again, 9 months. CrowdStrike, when you get to 9 months, they're kind of catching up. Palo Alto, not good. Year to date, Zscaler's up 51%. CrowdStrike's up 24%. And we just saw the chart on CrowdStrike, how it's button hooking and it's coming down. The weekly, it looks weak. Maybe it still has some more room to go down to that the 50-day at 385. That could be it. They haven't reported earnings yet. So that's one to keep an eye on. Then when you go to valuation, you see Fortinet, super cheap. Why? It's old technology. Zscaler, super expensive. Not before they started their run. We can go and look at Zscaler. Zscaler has had a crazy, crazy run. Seeing this one in April, 193. Where'd you trade up to? $318. Now, this has seen a downturn. And when you look at a weekly chart on this one, it's still elevated. The last time we saw this high on the MACD, it was trading here at about 250. It pulled all the way down to 150. So again, I went through all of this yesterday. When you look at the revenue growth year over year, Zscaler and CrowdStrike, it's the same. It's Fortinet and Palo Alto that are underperforming. And then you look at the profit margins. Fortinet has great profit margins. So what do I think of Fortinet? I think you're bouncing off what I identified as previous support down here at 70. Again, I said it yesterday. I think that 70 is going to be support right at the 200-day, and you're going to see buyers start to show up. Now, I'm wrong a lot, okay? I'm wrong a lot. I missed the trading desk yesterday. I said it was going to fill that gap. You're down 20% if you believed me. Pinterest, my theory on Pinterest was, hey, Meta and Google had great advertising. Pinterest didn't. They're down like 15%. So if you're not going to follow a proven portfolio and you're just going to nilly-willy take things out of, hey, we said this and I'm going to go and do it. Understand there's alpha picks. There's my own, there's the core portfolio, which I put free at Savvy Trader. You can go follow it. And then there's stuff like this, which this guy says 10 baggers aren't sitting at $500 billion market cap. And he's right. He's right. You're going to double your money in Palantir because it's going to go from 500 billion market cap to up to a trillion at some point in time. But is that one going to 7 or 8 times from here over the next 3 months? No. It's the ones that are small caps that will do that. And he gives you 10 small caps here. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of them. I will put them in the newsletter if you'd like to see them. Now, we know the price of gold has soared. It's up at all-time highs. It's surged. It's because of tariffs. And if you want gold, you can do the gold miners. I did NEM earlier in the year. I made a nice 10, 15% off that one. Never got back in. That's at all-time highs. The 4-hour algorithm just got you in here at $310 into GLD. We can look at Newmont because Newmont has a great 4-hour, opportunity here because we just passed on the weekly. You just got the golden cross and you're not at all-time highs. Newmont all-time highs came back here in 2022. The high was 86. You're trading at 69. And we've seen this move. Now, where would I say that support is? If you pull back here to 60, 58 to 60, that's support. And that would make the next move higher. So find the gold portion, GLD, whatever you want that fits you. Because gold, again, we have a huge debt in this country and nobody's cutting the spending. Everybody's spending more. And in this country, you want to know who you should follow? Government. ICHR. This woman, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, just bought $10,000 to $15,000 worth of ICHR. It's the first time we have seen a political buy of this stock in over 8 years. They design components for semiconductor capital equipment here in the U.S. Boy, what's that? That has to do with the Trump administration saying semis will be built here. And then you have a government buy. And you can find all this in Trendspider if you just go over here. And we can go to government buys. Let me see where the government buys are. It's under what's happening now. What I usually do is I go to the Pelosi tracker and I just go customize filter and I'll just X out Pelosi. And then you can see there's your ICHR right there. If you had an alert on it, you got an alert on Wednesday, ICHR. And you can take a look at it in the 4-hour algorithm. Maybe you want to trade this one on a strategy. It has a gap down after earnings. She bought it right after earnings. When it gapped down, the gap goes up to 19. You're only midway through that at 16. Does this one perform in the 4-hour algorithm? You damn well bet. If you bought and held this one for 2 years, you're down 56%. This is a stock that has been on a downward slide. 4-hour algorithm, you can see it right on your screen, makes you 14%. What would I do? I would wait till the 4-hour algorithm gives you a buy. I would literally set an alert for this and say, hey, go and do it. And yeah, it's a sell in the quant. If you go over here to ICHR, good point. ICHR, it's a sell. And then you can read why. Learn why. Has negative earnings per share revisions and decelerating momentum when compared to other information technology stocks. What's a better one? You can analyze this with AI and get a full report. This is Seeking Alpha Premium. This is such a good tool. So when you see stuff like this and you go and do your research, you can find it. What's the number one? LRCX. This is the number one quant rated stock in semiconductors. You're trading near your 52-week high. What does Wall Street think that it's worth? They think it's worth $108, which is a 9% upside. So again, do your research. But this I thought was interesting because we've seen all, I'll go over TEM, which is a Pelosi buy. Now, I brought up IREN, yesterday, and NBIS that absolutely killed it. This is a theory, okay? NBIS, 100 million quarterly revenue. They were up 25%. IREN, 86 million in monthly revenue. NBIS, 1 gigawatt power of by the end of 2026. IREN, nearly 3 gigawatts of power announced today. NBIS, 16 billion. IREN, 4 billion. IREN, it's about trying to value the business. And IREN just had a buy in the 4-hour algorithm, which actually beats buy and hold. Is this one you want to get into? Maybe. I mean, this is only 20, this IPO'd back in 2021. You're not even back to your IPO price, which is $28. You're trading at $18. And again, this person, Mike, makes the point, maybe it's undervalued. What do you want? Let's go and look at the quant on IREN. The quant says it's a hold, but Wall Street, there are 12 analysts that say it's a strong buy, and they say $22, 19% upside. Okay, the valuation, it's expensive. PE for going forward, 73 times forward earnings. Its growth, unbelievable, 128% revenue growth year over year. So again, maybe you want to take this one and do a little bit of research. Now, I saw XYZ, which is Block. I saw their CFO on CNBC this morning. Super impressive. And I thought, you know what? PayPal is a alpha pick stock. It's also a top 2025 stock that has performed horribly year to date. PayPal's down 20%. Block is down 9%. But when you come in on this, you can actually see that XYZ has taken off. Inclusion in the S&P 500. Over 1 month, you're up 10%. Okay? And that's not including the pre-market this morning, up 7%. So XYZ is actually destroying PayPal. And when you go and look at your peers, you can see FIS, ADYE, Affirm, Toast. You can see all the payment. And if we just go to year to date, what's winning? Year to date, Affirm, ADYEY, Aiden, Adian, I don't know how you say it. But Toast is up 25% as well. So understand that when you pick these things, you have to go and do your research. You have to understand what you hold. They had a bad earnings. Make no mistake, Block had a bad earnings, but it was good growth and they basically guided forward higher. So do you want to take that pop? Look, you're in the middle of your 52-week range. Goes up to $99. Where does Wall Street think that it's worth? $80. That's 5% up. By the way, in pre-market, you're at 82. Expect Wall Street to up their targets. Now, one I did get right yesterday, SoundHound, SOUN. I said, hey, this is going to have some volatility, but they actually have a business. This is an AI company that actually has a business with voice recognition that's being put into Volkswagens, I believe. NVIDIA pulled out of their investment in this, and the stock tanked. This was where the announcement of, NVIDIA has investment in here, you went up to $25. And ever since NVIDIA got out, it's just tanked. But it's a solid business. Again, the quant has this one as a strong buy. It was up 25% on earnings. I got something right. Again, volatility. But if you're going to take that chance, you're going to have to, 4-hour algorithm, it 3 times, more than 3 times. You make 361% if you bought this 24 months ago, okay? And you just held it. But if you traded the 4-hour algorithm, you've made 1,057%. Again, using the tools that you have, is this a trade or is this an investment? I would argue because they're not making money, because it's still a smaller company, you can probably buy a position and sit and hold it if you want, and then add on the 4-hour algorithm, and boom, you've tripled your return. So I get them right every now and then. But you know what? I am going to pull a Jim Cramer today. Take Two, I didn't mention. They're up 4%. Skills, I didn't mention. They're up 6%. Block, I didn't mention. They're up 8%. Pinterest, I mentioned. The hubris. Pinterest, I mentioned. I thought it was going to be a good quarter. It was just bad. And they noted there's an advertising slowdown. Are they seeing it before Google? Because Google's hiding something in their advertising. Maybe the YouTube advertising is hiding how bad the advertising business is. And then the trading desk with their advertising, maybe they're right. That's down 29%. And then you have an alpha pick stock, Twilio, down 13%. So I hold Twilio. Am I worried? Nah, I'll wait until the alpha picks team tells me. Again, that's my strategy. So I had a bad day. I mean, anybody that took Pinterest or the trading desk, I am sorry. I apologize. I didn't. I thought it was great. Trading desk was setting up so nicely from a technical standpoint. But did I have on my bingo card the CFO leaving? No. I mean, it's down, let's see, at $58. It has broken this previous support. 4-hour algorithm is now at a loss. It's now down 14% if you bought into this one. Okay? Even though you win 59% of the time, this may start to be an overreaction. We saw AMD go down and then it started back up. This may turn out to just be an overreaction. And it might be because you just came too far too fast. But you've come down here below the 200-day again. Is it an opportunity? You have to like the business. Again, you have to like the business. Because I think even trading something, I want to like the business. I don't want to go into something trading if I don't like the business. One that I've missed out on, but hopefully you didn't, is Tempus, TEM. This is a Nancy Pelosi stock. Let's go back to what's happening now. And let's go to this apply filter. And we'll just put in add filter. And we'll look. We'll take that out and add filter. We'll say, let's put symbol. And we're just going to put TEM. And apply. And where do you see it? Nancy Pelosi bought here Friday, January 17th. Let's go and see. Friday, January 17th. Let's put it into the 4-hour algorithm. Friday, January 17th. Right here. Let's see. Friday, January. That's trading desk. TEM. Friday, January 17th. It was trading at, when she announced it, it was trading at about, let's see, $35. Where are you today? 63. I mean, you had opportunities to buy closer to where she did. 4-hour algorithm makes you 45%. So you had the opportunity to add during this entire 4-hour algorithm. Okay. To $63. Could you get another 162% gain? You could. They had a great quarter. Again, you have to understand what you're buying, but it is expensive. It's a $9.61 billion market cap for $803 million. 803, yeah. 803, I think it's 803 in revenues. That's a big market cap for those revenues. That's a big market cap. Again, short interest, 14%. So when you announce good earnings, like they did, it's better than expected. You're going to see a pop. And it's up 8% in pre-market. It was up 5% yesterday. It's gone on a run. Now, 4-hour algorithm got you in yesterday at $58. Or I'm sorry, is that this morning? I think it's yesterday afternoon at $58. But again, do you want to buy into that one? Me? I'm not following Pelosi, even though she's the greatest investor of all time. Expedia. This one I didn't mention. I couldn't believe this one. I think this one's going to pull back, to be honest with you. But it was such a good quarter. Such a good quarter. And Expedia, a buy in the 4-hour algorithm, valuation, not crazy, at 13 times forward earnings. Again, this looks like it's a discount. When you look at this one, the 52-week high is 207. It's going to open up at 215. Where does Wall Street think that is worth? 202. But that was a crazy good quarter. A crazy good quarter. It just exploded. They guided higher. Again, a stock that guides higher. That's just crazy to me. 4-hour algorithm gets you in at 188. Where you trading at? 216. Got you in right before their earnings. Again, if you had an alert, you got the golden cross right here. 4-hour algorithm got you out with a 7% gain. It beats buy and hold 64% versus 50% if you buy and hold. And you want to know another one that beat? Is Instacart. This is Maple Bear is the name of it, but it's Instacart. And the guidance on this one, this was what good guidance is. Hey, there are grocery stores that are doing in-store price matching for the platform. So no longer is it cheaper to go to the grocery store. You're paying the same thing. Now, this one in the 4-hour algorithm makes you 71%. It wins 60% of the time. It's only been out there for 22 months, and there's 20 positions. Your average win is 7.53%. Got you in here at 48. You're trading at 53 in pre-market. Is it extended? Not really. Look at that weekly chart. We've reset while the price hasn't really reset. Just the indicators have reset. So again, do your research, understand what you're buying. We're in a bull market until we're not. The indexes have inched upwards. I don't know if something happened, but QQQ today, got to buy at 560 at 569. You're trading at 570. Again, are we going for another bull run? Maybe. Seasonally, I would tell you we're not likely to. I mean, let's go back here. We'll go back on QQQ all the way back 25 years to 2000. And seasonally, we're heading into a time where it's just not been good. but you got a lot of good news coming out with earnings. So maybe this time is different. Maybe this is in the 4 out of 10 times where it's actually been positive, even though the mean change for QQQ is down 2.31% in December. Again, the mean change over 26 years. So seasonally, doesn't look good. I'm waiting for a pullback to really do some big buying on some of the single names. I did buy the indexes because my long-term outlook is 5 years. If you have any questions, again, paid members get so much more. You get your paid section, you get your education section, you get to message me, you get access to all the portfolios that I have here on Savvy Trader. You get the trading portfolio, the beat the S&P portfolio, and the core portfolio. The core portfolio is free, by the way. And I will explain if any paid member has a question about the core portfolio, why it's again, it's not a great. I wouldn't set up my portfolio like this. It's 100 shares of each stock. There will be a couple brand new ones that I will add probably mid-month, at the end of the month. But again, look at it overall. You look at this max, and where's the core portfolio? Since I started, it's up 54% versus the S&P up 42%. It's not a bad one, but I wouldn't set it up this way. I would pick the winners and losers. Again, it's 100. It's an equal weighted stock portfolio. So if you have any questions, hit me up. Everything's on FinViz. Remember, you can get Trendspider, which is on sale. You can get the bundle with Seeking Alpha Premium and Alpha Picks. You save $159. Or you can just get Seeking Alpha Premium with a free 7-day trial, or just Alpha Picks. So if you have any questions, hit me up. Okay, take care. Bye. I remember last night, by the way, Vacation Guy, looking at ICHR and saying, why would Debbie Walsh-Schultzman, why would she buy this when it's so bad? She's not the greatest trader ever, but let me tell you, you go and ask AI what her returns are, it's pretty damn high. They beat the market. I think everybody in Congress beats the market. Okay, let me do. I thought that was a pretty good episode. I think it touched on exactly what I like doing on Fridays, which is, hey, there's a summary here, and it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And green screen. And export file. 8 pod. I'm going to the Falcons game tonight too. And I've got to do a it's not making money, I don't think. I mean, let's look at our free tool. Okay? Doesn't have a PE, so it's not making money. Income minus 124 million. Revenue year over year. Let's see if there's, I forget how to look at all this. No, they're not good. I mean, they're just not good. Dominic, go and ask AI about that. Personally, I don't think that they're good. Their operating margin minus 164%, profit margin minus 182%. They're losing a ton of money. It's an expensive business. So, you've got, what's the short interest on this? 29% short interest. I don't know why you would short a $6 stock. I don't know why anybody shorts anything that's under $10, because your upside is, even though a 10% move on a short would be enormous. But Let's see. Bot Nathan. You know, I'm scared of Trading Desk right now. I don't own it. My dad owns it. I could log in on his account, but my dad owns it. We've trimmed it a lot over the years to where it's significantly less. He made a lot of money on it. But, okay, this one's good. Risk reward. Oh, come on. We have to. We're gonna. Okay. I think I have a shocked face. Oh, thanks, Bot Nathan. Oscar's an interesting one. Again, I think I'm biased on Oscar because they are my health insurance and they just turn down everything. The 4-hour algorithm, it does. I mean, again, it's 79% gain, so you get those. I like that gap up there, but healthcare is just one that you're in an AI market, and I just don't know that healthcare takes off like, you know, when people get scared, healthcare is considered a safety, but I don't know if it's a safety right now. Honest to God, I think with Apple's move, I think you're seeing Apple as the safety. Apple is up 0.42. Let's see. The market hasn't opened up yet. But Apple's up, 220. I think that 220 on Apple, to be perfectly honest with you, I think until you get some type of AI news out of Apple, we took tariffs off the table and, that you saw that shoot the stock up. I think when you get AI risk off the table, which very well likely could come, I think that pushes it probably up to 230. So, but again, the risk reward on Apple for me is a year from now when they've got AI in their phones, do you think that's a better services business with AI and maybe like Perplexity paying them a ton of money to become the search rather than Google? Maybe that's the case. How did I get the cartoon version of my face? So I use an app called ToonMe, ToonMe, on the iPhone. and it tunes me. It just creates this nice kind of shadows and stuff. Do I want that one? No, I think I'm going to do this one. That one's good. And what are we going to put down here? Yeah, these are, let's see. Wow. Wow. Oof. Up 20%. Wow. What? You know, it's funny. This is up 40%. When I did my big buys on Wednesday, this was one of the top second half stocks that I picked, that I had targeted. And I said, why am I going to buy it? Let me get this. There you go. That is a winner. What do you think of Wolf Speed, Beto? I mean, that's when people ask me about what do I think of a stock, I'm more interested in what you think, because I don't have any money into it. So if I don't own it, I don't necessarily have any thoughts on it. So you got to make your pitch to me. I haven't put money into it, so the assumption is that I don't think it's a good stock. If I were to come on here and tell you it's a great stock and not have money into it, I don't think that's authentic in any nature or helpful to anybody. Newegg. Probably. I mean, Newegg is just, this is one of those companies that's been around forever. It's only got 1.77%. I don't know what's driving it to $61, to be honest with you. That's up 675% year to date. Oh, Nathan. It trades 2,600 shares a day. So somebody's getting in big on this one. The rug will drop and they'll sell all 2,000 shares. So I don't think it's a short interest. I think that's just somebody's playing games. And with that low amount of volume every day, good luck in actually filling that position. Try buying one share and see how long it takes. If it goes right through, then sell it and see how long it takes. I mean, that's a good way to tell with these low volume stocks how your brokerage is going to actually perform. Let's see. Let's see, NBIS. Transparent. Is that the stock symbol? I think that's the NBIS. Let's see what NBIS puts up. That's their logo. There we go. That's probably a better one. We'll get that. And then we'll put this in here. NVIDIA. I like the other AMD. I like this one. AMD. I talked about Palo Alto. Thought I heard rain. Palo Alto. CrowdStrike. Let's change that to white. Upload. Oracle, Broadcom. I probably should. I should have included Broadcom in my AMD discussion. Micron. Rivian, Delta, City, Micro. Lily, Snowflake, Weeble. Oclo. Novo, Okta. Robinhood. Okay. I think that's what I'm doing. Share. Download. PSIX, yeah. If you're in PSIX, I mean, this one is up 27%. It seems to be coming down. Let's see. Let's look at a 1 minute because the market just opened up. So 9:39. Why are there not 9 candles there? But it is coming down. Why did it go up? Let's see. Did they have earnings? I think that's why I didn't want to. Yeah. They had earnings. Oof. But you know, this one trades only 86,000 shares too. It's not like this one's super simple to fill. But good God. I mean, just from a standpoint of that second half stock list, just good God, it's good. New episode. Select file. Okay. And with that, I am out of here. Let's see. Market check real quick. The Webull account is back up to 13, almost 9. It's been bounced there. It's over 13.9. The trade I took yesterday is down 2%, full disclosure. But I have a strategy, so I'm not panic selling. I have a downside, a maximum downside that I will take as well. And my Fidelity account is up 0.14. So it's Apple. It's driven by Apple. Ooh, my birthday is almost here, so Starbucks is telling me I get a free drink. Yeah, you guys have a great weekend. Thanks, Larry. I appreciate it. I'm out. See you guys.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.